There are three reasons why salespeople don't meet their sales targets. Number one, the right mindset. Number two, the right selling skills. Number three, the right work ethics. Now, why is mindset the first thing? It's because the way you live on the inside is going to manifest on the outside. And what do I mean? A lot of times, when we have targets, there's a saying by Albert Einstein. He says, the level at which problems meet you can't be the level at which you solve those problems. This means that if your problems met you at a level 3, you can't remain at level 3 and solve the problems. You need to move to a higher level, maybe a level 4, a 5, a 6 upwards. And I'm saying this because a lot of times when salespeople receive targets, realize that it's not normal. Targets are not things that we are used to. Maybe while you're in school, you had a target to finish with a particular grade. Maybe you had a target to achieve a particular thing in your home, maybe to clean your room, to clean the compound, or clear the dishes. Those were targets of some sorts. But you notice that this kind of targets, it was only you involved. There was no other third party. The moment a third party is involved, the target and the kind of target changes. Because it means no matter how good you are, you alone can't make it work. You need to depend on another person, the prospect, in order for the goal to be achieved. Now, this is why psychology, the right mindset when you sell, is very key. It's something you're not used to. Therefore, when you get a sales target and you realize how dependent on the other party you are, meaning if you stay on your own and don't talk to anybody, you probably will not make sales. You need to reach out to people. You need to talk to people in order for that to happen. Now, this would pose a serious mental threat on you as a human being, like it posed on me when I was given a target to sell to 20 high net worth individuals when I was working in an organization. And when I stumbled on this principle, I was able to exceed that sales target in less than 30 days. Another target was given to sell 10 credit cards. I was able to exceed the target in just 3 days. And I was sent for the World Cup final expense paid trip. So these things are battle tested. And it's about understanding the importance of your mindset. The greatest threat as a salesperson to you will be you ignoring the fact that your mindset is key to you succeeding in selling. Now, how do you know the kind of mindset you have? Your mindset is revealed to you in 2 ways. Now, don't argue with this thing. Don't say things like, I know my mindset is positive. Let your mindset reveal itself to you. And to reveal itself to you in 2 ways. Number one, what you say. What you say when you're under pressure. What you say out of reflex. What you say unconsciously. Number two, what you do. How you behave. How you respond. When do you break a sweat? Is it when you remember that you have to go for prospecting, start sweating? It shows you how you're thinking. It shows that you see prospecting in a certain way. Do you break a sweat when you want to go and cash money in the bank based on a windfall or based on the bonus you got? No, you're excited. Then why do you sweat when you're prospecting? Why do you break a sweat when you know that you need to walk up to somebody to engage them? Why? It's because of how your mind is working in that department. So let your mindset reveal itself to you. When it reveals itself to you, you will now make changes consciously. You cannot talk your way out of problems you behaved your way into. This means you can't just decide, I'm going to talk only. And if I talk only, I will fix my mindset. Affirmations is one thing. What you say is very important. How you talk to yourself has structured and formed your mindset to this point. But even more than talking, your behaviors have cemented it in. Your behaviors have established the mindset you currently have right now. And that's why I say what comes out of your mouth and what you do are 2 keys to show you how you are thinking. And these 2 things are affecting how you are selling and affecting your results. Now, how do I change my mindset? If I've discovered this kind of mindset I have, what do I need to do? I've said the first thing, affirmations. You're going to start to talk to yourself. You're going to start to say to yourself, I can do this thing. I can do it. Why are top players in the world hiring coaches? Why didn't Michael Jordan, who was the best basketballer, in his time. Some people will even say it's greatest of all time. Why did he still need a coach to guide him? Why? Why are the best footballers, sportsmen, why do they still need coaches to guide them? Because there's something a coach will do for you. He will help you see things you're not seeing. He would also talk to you. In some cases, if you can't afford to hire a coach, you need to be your own coach as a salesperson and talk to yourself. If sportsmen need coaches, who told you don't need one? So talk to yourself and tell yourself, I can do this thing. I remember practicing this, and I think I've shared this a few times. Walking from my parents' house all the way to the bus stop, and all I do, get out my BlackBerry phone those days, and I would look at my notepad, all the things I've written that I need to say to myself that morning, and I will say those things to myself. The moment I got to the office, when I faced the challenge, those words will visit me. Those words will come back to my mind, and I will remember, I can do this thing. I'm energized today. Now, you see, you're not saying these affirmations so that they would work automatically. You're saying these affirmations so that you can influence and choose the direction of your behavior. You will choose a response instead of reacting. So if a target is given to you and they say, can you do it? Can you give us this number of sales this 1 week? Can you get this thing done? Instead of you panicking and saying, no, it's not possible. It's not possible. Now, I'm not telling you that any target thrown at you should just take it. But what I'm saying is, within the ambience of what this work entails, you would even know when something, okay, let me say it this way. I've seen cases where some bosses just throw targets at staff and they say, get this done this week, get that done this week. There was a day where someone gave me targets, and our top selling salesperson, who was my branch manager, his own boss gave me targets. When he saw the target, he said, is that for the entire branch or is it just for you? I said, for me. He turned his chair, looked away from me, and continued his work. Why did he respond that way? He responded that way because he felt no matter how much I had worked, if I broke that target down into monthly activities, weekly activities, daily activities, it was not going to be met. So when a target is given, we should be able to see a breakdown of weekly, daily activities to see how it can be achieved. Any target that can be achieved on paper will not be achieved in reality. And that's why we emphasize on the importance of having and planning and understanding what it takes to win in sales. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm emphasizing on is the fact that when a target is given to you, you would know when it's something around just throwing numbers, or it's something that you should actually say, I'll give this a try. Now, you will decide to give it a try because you are pumping yourself with the right words, energizing yourself with the right words so that you can win. So practice these things today, energize yourself with the right words, and in the next video, we'll probably look at how you can plan your behavior to win and exceed your sales targets. Remember, in selling, 80% is psychology, meaning mindset, 20% is just how you act or what you do. All right, thanks so much for watching today's video. If you haven't liked this video, please like. If you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe here. If you watch this next video, please watch this next video. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I'll talk to you soon.